2nd, 3rd grade. It is Friday, March 20th. We're going to finish up our study about Elijah trusting God. I want you to think about a magic trick. Okay, you've probably seen a magic trick before. It is usually an illusion or a trick that can be learned or performed by someone. And then we talked about a miracle. And a miracle is something only God can do. Today, we're going to talk about how God performed miracles, where we've talked about how God performed miracles in Elijah's life, and he used people or an animal that we just wouldn't have expected. And those were miracles. They were not a magic trick. That was something only God could do. So we're going to hear about a little boy named James and what happened in his life. It says, James limped while walking to class. He had a sore in his ankle, but he didn't think much about it. By lunchtime, his ankle was very swollen and red. The teacher noticed and told James to see the school nurse. The nurse was concerned, but she instructed James to stay off the ankle and come back if it continued to swell. As James sat in class that afternoon, his ankle became more swollen. He returned to the nurse, who called his mom to come immediately to school. After that, things happened so fast. The next thing James knew was that he was surrounded by doctors in the hospital. He had a severe infection that was spreading quickly through his young body. That night, all of James's family and friends prayed. By morning, the infection was worse. The doctors told James' parents that his body was not accepting the medicine to help fight the infection. So James' family prayed, as there was nothing else they could do. They prayed and they prayed. As they prayed, James felt God's presence as he trusted God to help him, and the next morning the swelling had all gone down. God had performed a miracle. You could probably tell stories, or your parents could tell you stories, how God has worked and done miracles upon miracles. Probably this week and even this month, you've seen God provide, or your parents have seen God provide a miracle. Okay? Elijah was courageous. He put his trust in God, and he let God lead him on that path of direction, and he got peace during this time, and God provided for him. It took care of all of his needs. Even though things were provided in a method he didn't think they would, God provided for Elijah through unlikely methods. Okay, to get the Israelites' attention, Elijah prayed, and God sent a drought that lasted for at least 3 years. Then ravens fed Elijah at the brook, even though they were scavengers. Then God kept filling the flour bin and the oil jar for Elijah, the widow, and the widow's family. Through these times, Elijah saw God provide. The only one true God can provide for us in miraculous ways. This is because only God is all-powerful. He knows everything, and he has the power to do anything. So I pray that you've had a great week, and hopefully we can get some sunshine and some warm weather next week, and we can at least get outside and enjoy that. Hope you have a great week, and I hope you're reading your Bible and praying every day. Bye.